everyone, welcome back to Cravings Food Adventures. I'm Karen Ahmed and today we're making a Rava Dosa. Who doesn't love a dosa? It's crispy, it's savory and absolutely delicious. Late last month, I posted a picture on Instagram of my Rava Dosas that I was making at home, and the response was so amazing that I asked you if you wanted me to make a video and you said yes. So here it is. This Rava Dosa is made from Semolina, which is called Rava, some rice flour and some regular flour. It's so easy to prepare. This version is instant, which means it needs no fermentation like a regular dosa, and you can cook this up and it's beautifully lacy and crispy. Before I go any further with this recipe, do make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I upload a ton of videos every week, so make sure that you're subscribed and do ring the bell. That's YouTube's new bell icon that will notify you every time I upload a new video. Now let's get cooking. To make this instant Rava dosa, I'm going to start with a half cup of rava, also known as semolina in English. I'm using the fine semolina, but you can use any kind. I'm also going to add a half cup of rice flour. And I'm going to follow this with a quarter cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to combine this and add some water to get this started and give the semolina that little extra time to soak in that water before I get the rest of the ingredients ready. I have all of my ingredients prepped and ready now, and I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of salt. Now we may need to add a bit more later. I'm also going to add some ajwain seeds. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of ajwain. This is also known as carom seeds or bishop's weed, followed by a half teaspoon of cumin seeds. Next, I'm going to add some powdered spices. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of chili powder, and I'm going to follow this with a half teaspoon of turmeric. Give this a good mix and add in 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, and I'm also going to add a quarter cup of fresh chopped coriander. Now add a little bit more water. Your batter needs to be the consistency of a thin buttermilk. Rava dosa is known to be super crisp, and for this you need to heat up your pan or your tawa, and it needs to be super hot. It's always a great idea to just add a little bit in first to test the batter. Now just by looking at this, I can tell you that my batter is not thin enough. I'm going to add a bit more water. I'm going to scrape this and throw this out and try again. Using a spoon, I'm just going to drop the batter in, and as it hits the oil, it's going to create this lace-like effect. Now just wait until this crisps up. While I wait, I'm just going to grab a quick Insta moment. Now make sure you're following me on Instagram, guys. I love sharing all of my behind the scenes footage here. When this is done, I'm just going to drop in a little bit of melted butter, or you can add oil if you're vegan. Now this gives a little bit extra flavor, but it also helps to release the dosa. I have a lot of batter here, so I'm just going to keep going. Now some people like to flip their dosa and cook it on both sides. My rule of thumb is I will flip it if I feel the other side needs a bit more cooking. Now this will make about 7 to 8 crispy 6 to 7 inch dosas. You can serve this garma garam for breakfast with a nice cup of tea and some chutney or side of a potato curry. When I make rava dosas at home, the family won't stop eating until all of the batter is done. If you do have leftovers, you can reheat it on your skillet or tawa, but for best results, you really need to eat them freshly made. Thank you so much for joining me in Cravings and Adventures. I hope you enjoyed this fabulous recipe for rava dosa. Seriously, it can be made in no time. And when I make this at home, they disappear really, really quick. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, guys. Do share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. And do ring the bell. That's YouTube's bell icon that will notify you every time I upload a new video. And join me behind the scenes. I upload a ton of behind the scenes footage to all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Till I see you next time. Take care. Happy eating. Bye.